Hey guys, Jason the X for SCNS Live, powered by Cinelinks.com, and this is the figure review of the Star Wars Ronin Boba Fett from Bandai Tamashii Nations. Now, I can hear my editor, who is a huge Star Wars fan. He actually has the Darth Vader version of this, but I can hear the jealousy ringing out right now. He hates that I have this figure, but awesome. This figure is, I said that like Yoda, I don't know why. But anyway, let's go ahead and get him out of the way and take a look at the box he comes in. And you have to forgive the angles. I'm trying out a new setup here while I'm doing it on a new table, so yeah. So anyway, there's a look at the box. It's the movie realization line. You're going to look at this awesome Boba Fett figure right here. And I gotta say, wow, this is really nice. You got the Ronin Boba Fett there, the Bandai Tamashii Nations. On the side, you get a look at the helmet. And of course, that movie realization thing. Just on the side here, on the bottom, Ronin Boba Fett. And there. And I found this guy local, too. Visit StarWars/JP.com. Anyway. And here's a look at the figure. Some of the stuff he can do. Very posable. What you would expect from Bandai Tamashii Nations. Now, this is not a figure arts, but it is very cool. Some of the extra weaponry, the blaster that's been kind of changed to be a flintlock, this blade that he comes with. I mean, I really like this guy. It kind of makes me want to go get the Darth Vader. And it's a bigger box, if you couldn't tell, because this is actually a larger figure than what I would normally get from figure arts. So here's our bounty hunter here. And let's just take a moment. I'm just going to go ahead and pop this out of his hand, even though it is a pain to get in his hand, but just so we can compare all the accessories, because really be careful with this guy when you get him, because a lot of his weapons are hard to place, and his weapon is, well, the flintlock here is really hard to get in the hand, but we'll get to that. Anyway, let's just take a look. Look at this. It's got the dent in the helmet still. Look at this beautiful sculpting. Even on the eyepiece here, which will fold down. I love how that looks, but I mean, I'm marking out, to use a wrestling term like BC would use, for this figure, because it is just that detailed. The paint. I'm going to go into detail about that. I'm trying to pull accessories off as I go. As you can see, the sword is the scabbard is sword there. This wakizashi, but yeah, just bringing it all. You got the Mandalorian symbol here, the gold on the armor, the stitching between the plates. You got his signature cape. Still got the tatters, the armor, just all of this. I love this color on this guy. You got the Wookiee pelt still, which I think I've turned them around or something here, but we'll get to that. More of that gold armor, the plating here. Got what appears to be a pipe, could be just another armor bit. The scaling on here, even just the armor bits on the hands. Of course, he does have interchangeable hands. The pouches, this sash, the other pouches here. All of the armor is very well represented. There's where the sword gets held. The back plating on the armor. The pants, just this nice black wash over it. And also these knives, this little pistol down here. And all of these weapons are removable, which I will remove, and after I put them back on, they are never coming off again. He's got these metal treads on his feet. None of this is die-cast, though, but you can see like it's very metal. And it's got these struts in here inside the tabby boot right here. God, and the armor piece right here. I really can't say enough. I'm going to gush over this figure. Now, he doesn't feel as sturdy as like a figure arts would. It's very, kind of a niche piece, but still very good. So let's go over some of the accessories he comes with. First, this backpack, the missile backpack, and as you can see, the missile is right there. It is removable. Take care when you do it the first time. It's a pretty sturdy peg underneath, but it'll feel like it won't come out. But this peg is, rather hard, so you shouldn't have too many problems with it. But yeah, very steampunk looking. It's got a lot going on here. I love these little, that almost look like the little towers. Like this looks like it could be a building on the sides. But yeah, the rivets in the metal, This little symbol here. The engines, you even got a little bit of detail underneath. I love that purple color that's underneath. We don't really see a lot of that, but yeah, look at the paint. How it goes from this blue to this green. Like a copper that's been kind of weathered. Just love it. Now the engines will kind of twist. They do have a point that they turn on, but they don't like angle. And as you can see, this one is kind of angled like that, whereas the other side does not share that so much. I mean, you can kind of, I guess it is kind of, it just looks different, but also, I mean, you can angle it so it looks like the engines are blasting that way. They're just not exact, I guess. And that's nitpicky because I'm trying to find things wrong with this guy. Now he does have a single peg, and it does hold it kind of loosely in the back here. When you put it on, I mean, it pops off a lot because it doesn't sit in there very firm. I mean, you can get it on there, and you kind of feel like a satisfying kind of click once it gets there, but it will be prone to popping off, just letting you know. Now, other accessories, we've got all of these knives on his legs, and one on his arm. So he has a couple of little different kunai. This is the one that goes on his arm. It just kind of, I love the wrapping there, because the wrapping has like that black and brown and white in it, and then they put the wash, and then that nice, just very silver metal paint they put on there. Just perfect. I guess this is more to substitute for the flamethrower that would normally be there. He does have an extra kunai here. Let me get that up here so you can see it. So yeah, the wrapping is just really good on these. I'm taking these off very delicately and I'm putting them right back. I'm sorry, but and he's got this very unique knife here. I can't remember what kind of knife this is. It looks like something you would open clams with, but you know, I'm calling it his clam knife. Clam digger knife. God, stay on there. You got some other kunai. I'm just going to leave these on, but they are removable. Well, I'll take this one off. So, got another one. Love it. These two here are a little bit of a pain to get in because this is a flat piece. This dart here, but you can't get it out, and then just kind of move it from the side. I would kind of recommend, you can see where I kind of broke my nail trying to get these things in here. This part right here, when you see illustrations of it, it usually places it in there with this part between these 2 points. Now I had a hard time getting that in there, so I just elected to kind of put it in through the top. And also this is like a little pistol or something, so no, you stay up. You stand there. You stand there. I didn't have his feet positioned properly. But he does have like this little kind of hold-out pistol. Does have a barrel on it, so yeah. Love this little piece. But getting it in here I found is a bit of a pain. I've seen some people that get it in there and I don't feel comfortable with it doing that, so I just put it in through that point right there, which still holds it very securely. You can just kind of push it down. I feel a lot safer with that bit. And he does come with a little wakizashi and a scabbard for it. Let me see, I was putting it in wrong, so there we go. And this just attaches to that little loop on the belt that I showed you, but yeah, look at the wrapping on there. Very nicely done. And you can see where the pieces kind of come together. Not much to say about the scabbard. It is a very nice green, but the blade itself, I mean, you know, it's got a little hilt that's, well, a guard. It's kind of slit it on the sides. But yeah, good blade. I mean, not the best accessory, but it's okay. I mean, all of them come with swords. Even the Stormtroopers did. But it's still pretty cool. You can slide it right in there. And it stays very, very securely. And last but not least, you have the, well, we got other stuff. You have his blaster, which is a very, excuse me, I'm sorry, allergies. Very great representation of Boba Fett's gun. I love that bluing on the metal again, and a little bit of rusting. You can see from the scope here, you got the little designs on here. And it also has a little flintlock piece here that comes up, and use caution with this part. It comes up and, you know, click. So very nicely done. Now you can get this in his hand. Like I said, just use caution. You want to use that hand, of course, with it. But speaking of hands, he does come with a few other ones. So as far as the hands, he does come with these two fists, which still, you know, accurately have that paint and sculpt on them. Bam! Fist to the face! So you have these kind of open hands, which would be more for cradling the blaster if you choose to switch up the hands. You got an extra one just for the blaster if you want to put it in the left hand. And you do have a couple of smaller hands that will be more used for holding the weapons that are on his legs. And you have this one, which I used for holding the sword, which is the on the left hand, but you have one for the right as well. So, yeah, great figure. Really, really just a great figure. Now, he stands in, because I'm going to start doing this because people have said I should, but he stands at about just under, well, about 7 inches, a little bit, about 7 1/3 at the top of his little targeting sight. Articulation wise, there's no toe joint like most like figure arts, but you can get some nice rotation out of the ball joint here. You are hindered by this armor, and there's going to be a lot of hindrance by this armor just because of the nature of the figure. So you got that ball joint down there. The knees are a little interesting because you've got articulation down here, which you see is that post and leg, but it is not 360 degree. Do not try. And you have articulation up here at the bottom of the thigh. Now the legs will rotate here, especially with the, as you can see, it's just missing the armor. These joints will pop off if you go a little bit too far to the back. They'll just force it right off of that ball joint. The lower part here with the armor and the belt and the front part of the armor, this is all a separate rubbery piece. Not that rubbery, but it is. And you've got a ball joint at the waist, which will give you a lot of rotation there. The neck, it does have this plastic piece right up here, but you do have several joints. If you look up in there, you've got a joint down in the chest and one and a ball joint going up. So you get quite a bit of rotation on this guy. You're not going to get him going all the way back just because of the helmet, which I kind of wanted a flight pose, but you can't really get that. The dagger just fell. You've got this joint right here that will go back and forth, and it will rotate on both sides. You've got a joint down here and a joint up here for some double articulation here. He does have a hinge on the inside of the chest, which will get it to go forward and backward while it's on a ball joint as well. Twist at the bicep. These shoulder pads are on little ball joints. As you can see, that's how the Wookiee pelt is held up there. It just pegs right on there. So you can get, they move out of the way fairly well if you want to do some crazier poses with it. And of course the targeting sight does come down. Just be careful with this. I don't like this strut that it's on, but if you push it all the way down, boom, there you go. And I love the look of that thing. I like the 3 drops of red paint there. But man, look at that visage. I just love this helmet. It's awesome. So anyway, this is a pricey figure. I'm going to go ahead and just get that out there right now. Most places I saw it at Amazon for $99. I got it from a local comic shop for about $100 as well. So comparison wise, here he is with the Star Wars The Black Series Boba Fett. And as you can see, you know, 6-inch, 7-inch scale, it's quite a bit of a difference. Here he is with a SH Figure Arts Kuryu Green, or, you know, Green Ranger from the new Dino Charge series. And here he is with the Marvel Legends Star-Lord. So just wanted you guys to see how it looked next to some other figures. But yeah, I mean, this guy is great. Like I said, he doesn't have a place really in my collection just yet, because he's out of scale and he's a unique design. But you know what? I like him that way. He kind of sits on his own, and I dig that. I'm okay with that. Does this mean I'm going to probably get a couple other ones? I don't know yet. Maybe. I'm just not sure right now, but I do really like this Boba Fett. See, I just kind of forced that down just so I wouldn't hit any breakable areas of the gun. Hopefully I don't like break it right now on camera. So yeah, is this guy worth picking up? I mean, it is a niche line. If you like the art and how these figures look, then yes, I definitely recommend it because it's a unique design. I dig it. I wasn't huge on the Darth Vader one, but seeing this one in hand, I was like, yeah, I'm sold. Just trying to get his dagger back on here because he's going on the shelf. Anyway, guys, that has been the movie realization Star Wars Ronin Boba Fett. Make sure you go ahead and grab this guy if you want, because somebody had already bought one right in front of me, and I love this little bullet hole right here. And he's even got the helmet ding. I just want to say it again, he's got the helmet ding. So anyway, if you see this guy, you probably want to pick him up. I think he'll be going fast, and he won't be available because everybody loves Boba Fett, and this is a really good figure. Anyway, guys, I'm Jason the X. Make sure you check out SCNS Live. Check out some links, like this video, subscribe, and until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.